Hello folks, Antibody here again with another duel commentary. This one's special though. This is Xonotic Duel League Season 5's Grand Final. This one's between ZeroQL, who won the last one, as you just saw with Gats, and versus Mirio, who's my good buddy, longtime Xonotic player. Let's see how things turn out. This is a best of 7. Here we go. First map, Hub or Aerowalk.
1. Begin.
If I were a betting man, I'd say that this was ZeroQL's pick. Sadly, I'm not a betting man, so I don't really know. Anyway, looks like Mirio making away with both megas to start the match. Very nicely done. Oh, but despite getting both megas, he goes down to a Devastator Blast from ZeroQL. Now we're basically following Mirio. I will say, again, this is a multi-POV demo. So take a look at the upper right-hand corner for who's being spectated. So now we're on to ZeroQL. ZeroQL, who just tied it up. Watching ZeroQL with his silk movement is just sublime here, folks. This is really a good show of mastery as he extends his lead 3-1, minute 15 in. Getting the mega armor. Now there is like a perfect spread on the megas. You can see the item timers on the left-hand side. There's about 16 seconds splitting both of them up, so that gives ZeroQL, or whoever happens to be in control, lots of time to plan the next attack. Okay, so despite me saying that, Mirio steals away the mega health. Doesn't do him much good. ZeroQL just steamrolls through, 5-1. Almost 2 minutes into the match. Agile movement here by ZeroQL. Looks like it's going to net him a frag. 2 misfires. 3 misfires. There you go. Get it a 6-1 lead over Mirio here. Pretty much going to stick to ZeroQL. Gets another frag in here. Just trying to string these spawn points together. Or spawn frags together. Nice. Detonating the Devastator midair to gain himself another frag. 8-1. That split second timing just a little bit off for Mirio as he gets well, I guess he voted in match, and there you have it. First map going to ZeroQL, 9-1. Since this one was such a short one, let's go into the next map, shall we? Looks to be Warfare. So let's see how that works out.
Prepare for battle.
Okay, looks like both players have readied up right away inside of this Warfare map. We don't see a whole lot of duels on this one, but here we go. So we're starting off on ZeroQL's perspective. Mirio making a quick grab for the mega health. ZeroQL coming out in that transaction. Or sorry, Mirio coming out ahead on that transaction. I got a little confused with my spectators. So that was a pretty interesting choice by Mirio. Instead of going straight down for the mega health there, what he did instead was go for the weapon, which I think ended up netting him the frag. So ZeroQL probably predicting that he was going to go for the item instead of the weapon, but knowing each player pretty much down on the down on their items, made better sense to go for the weapon there. Okay, here we come up on the third rotation of items. Mirio in a position to kind of homestead the area. This map has been said by a lot of people to be just a series of one trap over another. So no matter where you go, there's basically 2 exits everywhere. So it's really easy for you to get a huge margin of frags on this map. It's kind of what we're seeing here. Despite the skill of ZeroQL, Mirio's basically trapping Zero where he can't escape without getting any damage dealt to himself. Wow. Great timing by Mirio. Gets him the mega health and an air mortar. Great job. ZeroQL going down. 5 to -1. We're 2 minutes in. Wow, what a combo there. Double mortars followed up with a Krylink secondary. You don't see that kind of frag very often. Only with Mirio. Mirio seems to know where ZeroQL spawned. Looks like he wasn't correct with that, but ZeroQL wisely not giving Mirio the advantage of any footstep sounds. Nice combos there, getting Mirio the lead 7-1. He's maintaining it pretty well. Mirio known to have a very strange key combination where he involves the mouse wheel heavily. So it's always interesting to see, at least from my point of view, that that he's able to get these combos like working somehow. For me, I always set up very specific keybinds, whereas apparently he's using the mouse wheel and like a customized weapon priority list. So, pretty interesting, in my opinion. Okay, so it's Mirio's turn to steamroll. ZeroQL going down again, 10 to -1 the score. Just about 3.5 minutes in. Mirio chaining both items quite easily. I think ZeroQL's recognizing that it was going to be a steamroll, and he votes in the match. So we have two really quick matches, which is kind of funny, kind of rare for a grand final. Okay, so right now we are at 1-1. All right, so what's the next one? The next one looks to be Fuse. Again, as I mentioned earlier, this is a best of 7. So first person to 4 wins. There you have it. Let the players warm up a little bit.
Prepare for battle.
Or not. They go right into it. Both players readying up. We are again on ZeroQL's POV to start here. ZeroQL getting a little bit of a miss start, but comes out ahead in the end, able to get himself the first mega health. And a quick 2 frag lead for ZeroQL. This is one of those tight corridor-based maps, similar to Hub, but specific to Xonotic. This map was made for Xonotic. I'm not sure if everybody in the Quake community is aware of that, but yeah, great map to watch, especially with players of a high skill level like these two guys. ZeroQL spitting out a lot of mortars, not hitting with many of them. There he goes, connects with that chain, netting him a 3-0 lead over Mirio here. 1 minute in, both players screaming. ZeroQL backing off, and I think Mirio waiting in the wings. Wow, nice timing, Mirio. Mirio grabbing the mega health away from ZeroQL. So even though he went down there, 4-0, he did deny ZeroQL the additional mega health there. So that's important too. ZeroQL on the chase. Still left with a little bit of armor, protecting that ever-important vortex. Mirio with a great shot through the little keyhole there. forcing ZeroQL to miss, but ZeroQL very adept in his laser vortex combos, hitting a good one. Mirio backing off, letting him have the mega health, choosing to deal damage instead. Okay, so 2 minutes in. We have both players kind of establishing position. Mirio ambushing, getting the frag, but looks like he went down as well. I think that's what I saw. Okay, so we're on to Mirio's point of view here. Just looking at Mirio's health, I can tell that he was able to pick up that last mega health. Interesting exchanges here. Lots of damage being dealt like a slugfest type fight. ZeroQL going for the air mortar, not getting it. Getting it there, little one though. And he comes ahead with a frag there. Gets that ever important vortex. Mirio, on the other hand, grabbing the ooh, ouch. Nice ambush by Mirio there. Nice electro combo as we switch over back to ZeroQL, landing a ever critical hit there. If I were to guess, I think what we're seeing is basically a super spectator, where it's following the latest fragger, and there's almost no delay. So that's why you have these really quick switches for frags. So if you happen to see a really quick POV switch, that's exactly what happened. Just like that. Okay, so we're back to ZeroQL. He's maintaining a little bit of a lead. 6 frags over Mirio. Nothing much in this tight map where 6 frags can be had in like a minute, no problem. Good prediction. Rocket by ZeroQL. Trying to close in. Gets what he needs. 12-4. 4:15 in. Nice. Nice move by Mirio. Gets him a 50 armor. Ooh, near miss. A near miss by both players. And Mirio pays dearly for it. ZeroQL extending his lead, 13-5. Now it's ZeroQL's turn to drive in with the Crylink. He does a lot of damage, but is unable to seal the deal. Mirio spamming very effectively. Mirio one up on the board, 6-13. Neither player is seeming to put a whole lot of importance on the mega health. Mirio, despite that, keeping the timing. To his own detriment, it seems like every time he goes up, or any player for that matter, goes up for the mega health, the other player is waiting in the wings to deal a heck of a lot of damage. Because, you know, it's not altogether too hard to land a nice vortex followed by a rocket. And, you know, all of a sudden, you've got yourself like 150 HP damage there, almost for free. Because you could basically do it from up there in that little corridor and be exposed very little for the huge opportunity of damage in return. Each player checking each other out. We've hit the 6-minute mark. Mirio seems to be content rushing in with the Crylink at times he deems opportune. Oh, there you go. See, he's using the Crylink secondary to throw ZeroQL off. And there you have it. I think there was an end match that was just called. Yeah. There we go. So there you have it for map 3 on Fuse. ZeroQL 16-6 over Mirio. So that puts the match score at 2-1.